For months, fans and analysts alike told New York Giants receiver Malik Nabers that his next quarterback would be Colorado quarterback Shedeur Sanders. It's hard to blame him for buying the hype. The Giants spent more time on Sanders than any other quarterback in the 2025 NFL Draft. The biggest players in the media ecosystem continued to project him to be a top pick, and he had an excellent senior season in Boulder. With the third pick, though, New York took Penn State edge rusher Abdul Carter, and when it was time to take a quarterback, it rolled the dice on Mississippi's Jackson Dart. So Sanders fell, farther than anybody had anticipated. Eventually, Sanders landed in round 5, picked by the Cleveland Browns, who had already drafted Oregon passer Dillon Gabriel. The fall was the biggest story of the NFL Draft, and it has the football world chiming in. Among those backing Sanders is Nabers. The Giants star defended Sanders after his shocking descent to day 3. "You don't do something like that to somebody like that," Nabers said on 7 p.m. in Brooklyn with Carmelo Anthony. "You can't knock his talent. I heard a lot of things about he takes unnecessary sacks. He had a bad O-line. He threw 70% completion with a bad O-line. Talk about his escaping the pocket. You can pull up plenty of clips of him escaping 3 to 4 tackles and throwing it down the field. Most of his receivers had 7 to 8 touchdowns. He played with Travis Hunter, he won the Biletnikoff Award. Some things you just can't knock." There are a handful of reasons why Sanders fell, from his lackluster pre-draft process to concerns about the perpetual spotlight he and his father, Deion Sanders, create. Paramount, though, was Sanders' status as a Day 2 prospect with Day 1 hype, creating a storm that further sunk his stock. That shouldn't take away from the success Sanders had at Colorado. He helped turn the program around and built a solid case to be a first-round quarterback in the process, regardless of how far he eventually fell. With so much attention spent on Sanders' stumble, people have been quick to point to the quarterback's personality, seemingly towing the line between confidence and cockiness. Some teams were turned off, and those who were in on his character clearly weren't convinced to spend a premium pick on him. Nabers remained steadfast in his support. "We gotta stop making feelings with how people play linger," he said. "Yeah, he might have some things that he might say on camera off the field that don't have to do with how he plays football. Everybody got different personalities. You never gonna meet somebody that's got the same personality anywhere. We all made differently. For them to judge on just the things that he says or how he carries himself,